Hey everybody, I'm First Warn 5 Meteorologist Warren Sears. We are going to track some thunderstorms together as we have some strong cells coming in from the west as we speak. There is a severe risk for a few more hours, and then hopefully overnight we can get that risk to fall off and just have some generic thunderstorms pushing through. So it's something we've been watching for quite some time. We did elevate today to a First Warn weather day. That's just because our confidence started to grow late last night into early morning today for some of those storms to be on the stronger side. So thankfully we've been quiet and mainly dry here in the KCTV viewing area, but we've been watching slowly some thunderstorms come in from the west. So you've probably seen real ominous sky as you look west onto the Kansas side. So let's talk a little bit through what we're seeing. We will change this over here. A tornado watch is in place until 11 p.m. Again, that means conditions are favorable for some strong thunderstorms that could be rotating. There was a confirmed tornado in far eastern Lyon County, northeastern Lyon County, and western Osage County. That's just out of our viewing area. That would be our Topeka news stations out that way, but still close to our viewing area. But it looks like that maybe since has lifted. We will keep a close eye. You see that red flashing box down there? That is where that tornado warning is in place. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson and northern Douglas County. That will include Lawrence here. So let's take a deeper dive into that. So here's a look at right now our radar. You can see some light shower activity in that light green. That's sort of overarching onto the Missouri side. Everything else is pretty much in Kansas or near the Missouri River. The thunderstorms have been very slow moving. They've popped up out in the Flint Hills and slowly pushed east. They kind of are pulsing up. So one will go up, stay strong for a while, maybe then fall apart. Then another one will pulse up and feed after the other one or knock the other one out. And so we're seeing a little bit of competition here between some of these severe thunderstorm warnings and these strong cells. So let's take a deeper look here, closer look, I should say, into, I want to make sure this is the Topeka radar, into this severe thunderstorm warning we have. It looks like it's right over Perry Lake. So this severe thunderstorm warning is in place until 9 p.m. That's going to include Douglas and southern Jefferson, northern Douglas and southern Jefferson, are right along I-70 there. So if you have to head west on I-70 right now, I suggest not. It is a very dangerous situation. We have some really strong thunderstorms and really heavy rain. These storms are not moving very fast, so that creates a big issue. So again, this is west out of Kansas City, down I-70. There's Lawrence, you see right at the bottom of that yellow box there. So mainly those of you in Lawrence on the north side of I-70, you're included in this warning. Lecompton, Perry, Lake Perry, if you know anyone camping out there, they're probably getting soaking wet right now. Just checking on them. This is south of Oskaloosa. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. You can see the warning extends all the way to Shawnee County, where Topeka is included in this warning as well. If I put the lightning product on, look at how much lightning. I mean, it's almost distracting. There's so much lightning embedded in these thunderstorms, so we will take that lightning product off. But just know, this is, when you see storms like this, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. The amount of electricity and energy available right now is allowing these thunderstorms to basically breathe and sit on their own, and they are thriving. So this environment, even now that we're pretty much just past sunset, or right at sunset, just past, it's still very primed. We have really warm temperatures and a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. So those of you into western Leavenworth County, please be ready. Even potentially those of you like on the Kansas River, be ready as well. And along I-70 especially through southern Leavenworth County, Tonganoxie, Basur, the Legends, Bonner Springs. I need you all to be prepared for this to be coming into your area probably in the next 30 minutes. So be ready. There's no warning for you right now. Those of you in North Lawrence and along I-70, really all of Lawrence, you need to be ready. And those of you in North Lawrence, though, you are included in this warning for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter hail. But those of you in the heart of Lawrence, Clinton Lake, camping, Eudora, this is a complex of thunderstorms here. And so even if you don't have the more severe part of this storm, you have a lot of other pockets of really heavy rain and frequent lightning that are still encroaching to your west. So everyone in Douglas County, even though you might not be in the severe thunderstorm warning, be ready, please. Also, those of you in northwest Franklin County, Ottawa specifically as well, heart of Franklin County, please be ready for this strong thunderstorm to come into your area here probably in the next 30 minutes as well. You'll get some rain first, but the strongest part of the storm is actually going to be a little farther back here. Yes, that red box is a tornado warning. This is not, again, in our viewing area right now, but it's awfully close. So this is something also I want you to be well aware of. Melbourne Lake is included in that tornado warning here. Let's take a closer look. Again, I know this is not our viewing area, but we do have friends that are out the lakes. We have friends that live just to the west, or maybe even watching this broadcast, since this is a Facebook live stream. So you see this clear signature on radar. That's what we call a hook echo. Those of you that probably have been watching weather for years know that's a signature from the reflectivity product on radar that we look for to have good inflow. And we also have this notch here. And so if there was a tornado, it would be embedded within that. So Arvonia, Olivet, north of there, south of Osage City, that's where this hook is. It looks like Barclay, Kansas. Here's Highway 170, Kansas 170. It would be right in there between Reading, sorry, I don't know if it's Reading or Reading, and Osage City. That's in between the two of those at Barclay. That's where the rotation would be. So that's worth watching because it did have a confirmed tornado on the ground earlier from the National Weather Service. They did report that. So that's really, really worth watching. Williamsburg and Western Franklin County, Pomona, even those of you in Ottawa and Princeton, Richmond, be ready. This is just a really noisy complex of storms. If we travel farther to the north, Holt County, I need you to be ready for a severe thunderstorm warning. Mountain City specifically, you would be in the path of this. Let's animate this. And this specific warning here, it's just on the Nebraska side, but likely for hail. 60 mile per hour winds and quarter size hail. So if you're near the Missouri River, a very full Missouri River, Rouleau, Big Lake, Craig, Mountain City, Napier, Missouri, be ready for a strong thunderstorm. So that's basically what we're tracking right now. Very far western part of our KCTV5 viewing area, but they will be crossing over here shortly. Best case scenario, they completely start to lose their steam. Worst case scenario, we see them continue to strengthen and be noisy. So if this were to continue on its trajectory, this specific storm that has the warning in Lawrence now for all of Lawrence and Clinton Lake, this is pushing to the east. That's a new warning that was just issued. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This is, again, for the heart of Douglas County and southern Jefferson County until 9:15. It's 8:40, so it's going to be in effect for over 30 more minutes. This is moving to the east at 40. They're starting to pick up a little bit more. There's a boundary back behind them that helps spark the thunderstorms. It's like a weak little cold front kind of, and it helped get these to initiate. So it looks like they're starting to move a little faster. Earlier, they were basically sitting almost still. So it's good that we can get them to move fast because that means our flash flooding threat would slowly start to fall off. But if the thunderstorm parks over your area for 30 minutes to an hour, that does lead to a little bit of a flash flood threat. Something we did see in Junction City on I-70. They had so much rain in a short amount of time. So Lawrence, the heart of Douglas County here, northern Douglas County, I need you guys to be ready. You have a strong thunderstorm that's encroaching in your area for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. So right now we're a little more concerned about the wind than we are the hail, which I know for all of you that park outside, I guess that's a better sign, right? So the heart of this, moving through Lecompton, Perry, Lake Perry right now, and Clinton Lake, you need to be ready. I know it's a busy weekend and we have a lot of campers out there. If you know anyone camping at Clinton Lake, please give them a ring. Or if you know anyone that would maybe be coming off the lake, they are in a severe thunderstorm warning right now, and that is going to be in effect until 9:15. The worst is not to them just yet, but it will be here soon. So they're in a part of this polygon. Lawrence, KU, everyone, West Lawrence, East Lawrence, South Lawrence, out of 59 south, you are all in this warning as well. Again, 60 mile per hour winds and nickel-size hail. This is moving about 40 miles per hour to the east. Baldwin City, you are not in this warning just yet, but we also have some noisy thunderstorms here to the west. Ottawa, you have probably some sprinkles starting for you. We also have some lightning probably out ahead of this. So those of you in northern and northwestern Franklin County, be ready. This strong thunderstorm is coming into your area as well. If you can, once the heart of the storm is past your area, if you have any reports, please find me on Facebook or Twitter, Meteorologist Warren Sears, or you can reach out to our KCTV Facebook pages as well. What you guys are seeing at the ground is very helpful for us as well. But we want you to be able to do that safely. So with strong, noisy thunderstorms moving in from the west, I wanted to give you guys an update because also there is a tornado warning in the heart of Osage County right now, just south of Osage City. And again, so much lightning, I'm going to go ahead and check that product off. The reason that the tornado watch was issued because we knew as we got closer to sunset there would be an opportunity for a little bit of rotation. Lower level shear picked up a little bit, and so that's exactly what we're seeing. This specific cell is rotating. There is I believe that's Melbourne Lake there near Olivet and Melbourne. So if you know anyone out that way, please make sure you call them. They have a tornado warning in place. This is not a confirmed tornado right now. That means this is hopefully just radar indicated, and they've just got some good rotation, up in the parent thunderstorm a little bit. But this did have a history of dropping a tornado just a little bit ago. So our western friends on the Kansas side in our western counties, Douglas, Anderson, and even Douglas, Franklin, and even northern Anderson, I just want you all to be ready for some of these strong storms coming in. Now, with this specific cell here that's moving into western Douglas right now and southern Jefferson, that is including this warning, including Lawrence. Those of you into eastern Douglas County, also southern Leavenworth County, be ready for this to continue in your area here probably in the next hour. If they continue to see strengthening or signs of hail or gusty winds, that would mean that they will likely extend this severe thunderstorm warning, and that could include part of the western metro here soon. Hopefully all of our games are underway nicely. Royals and KC Current, we have a ways before these warnings would get to there. But just also another thing to mention, if you know anyone that's just out and about or know anyone that's at any of these games, it's best to let them know. Got some thunderstorms coming from the west. You probably can tell there's a lot of lightning if you look out into the western horizon. I actually want to show you our Lawrence camera because I'm seeing it out of the corner of my eye right now, and it is incredibly lit up. Let me find that here for you. Yeah, this is the Lawrence camera. So this is looking from the Oriad west over the football construction and JRP, the education building there. So this is looking west, and there was so much lightning just a little while ago. Hopefully I can get some to pop up here, but it's very electric out there. So even if you're not under a severe thunderstorm warning, the amount of lightning, the frequency of the lightning we have out there is making this a very dangerous late Friday evening as well. So I'll just give you another brief overview of what we have going on. I'm sorry I don't have our Facebook pulled up right now. Actually, I probably can look at some of the comments here. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I'm just going to take just a second to read through some of these. Also, thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope you're having a good evening so far. Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder, Kristen. Country Stampede is going on at Azura Amphitheater right now. And so if you know anyone at Country Stampede, it's almost 9 and 15 minutes. They will have potentially an extension of the severe thunderstorm warning, the one that's in Douglas and Jefferson County right now. If they extend it, it would include Bonner Springs. I'm sure they have a great event staff out there that will be watching this closely. But if you are seeing this and you're at I forget what it's called, sorry. Country Stampede. If you're out at Country Stampede right now, be prepared for some strong thunderstorms to continue to march down I-70. Again, this is all moving east around 40 miles per hour. So why don't we put a track on this? Also, I'm not seeing anything else with rotation right now. I know I have a lot of individual questions here, and I'm trying to hit everybody. If I talk about one part of the metro, it would be West Metro first, just because the Kansas side will get hit by these stronger storms first. So let's look through some rotation here. Let's do that. So I'm going to pull up our velocity product. That'll show me some of the, bright spots. Okay. I said that because this is near the radar. Here, this is pulling from the Topeka radar, I believe. Oh, no, it's not. That's a lie. Let me pull from the Topeka radar because that'll be a better representation with this velocity product here. Still, okay. I'll save that. Okay, so thanks for bearing with me here. I like these Facebook Lives a lot, or streaming updates, because I have a lot of extra time and we can diagnose and answer questions and things like that. We do have a show at 10, but I figured I'd spend some time with you guys and talk through some of these thunderstorms coming in. All right, so this is a sign that I don't love to see. And the reason I say that is because I think I see some really strong straight line winds coming into western Douglas County. I don't have my National Weather Service chat pulled up, which I need to go check and see if we have any confirmed gusts or anything like that in the Topeka area. But if we estimate this wind, this bright red spot, potentially up to 50, maybe even 60, I'd say, let's say around 60 mile per hour to maybe even more wind gusts are found right now. This is radar indicated, and this could be above the ground, which would be best case scenario. But worst case scenario, this is making it all the way to the ground. These would be straight line winds. I'm not seeing great rotation. You see a little bit of that green over I-70 right now. If I animate this, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of rotation yet. That doesn't mean it can't happen like that. But I'm seeing a lot of strong straight line winds. So let me pause this. So specifically, this is, again, western Douglas County. Here's Lawrence. Here's 10, and here's Stoll. I believe there's a cemetery out there, right? South of I-70, near Stoll. That's where some of these strongest wind gusts would be. I'm trying to find my pointer so I can, this latest scan. Look at that. So that would be an indication there of straight line winds out of the thunderstorm. Again, no great rotation with that as of right now. It doesn't take much, I think, in an environment like this to get some of those pockets of rotation, though. So please, western Douglas County, be ready for some strong wind gusts, and also be ready for maybe some intensification of this thunderstorm. All right, let's take a little bit of a zoom back out. So Lawrence, Clinton, especially Clinton Lake, I need you to be ready for some strong wind gusts. The western part of Lawrence right now, right there. Maybe where 10 cuts back north, not far from Clinton Lake. Be ready for strong wind gusts out there. And as this comes through, please let me know if you have anything, or hopefully not. Hopefully no branches down or anything like that. But let's keep an eye out for each other. The ground truth of what really is happening at the surface is very helpful for us. Okay, so there's that pocket in far northwestern Douglas County, just south of Interstate 70. There's a little bit of rotation that I don't love, but it's more straight line winds right now. I have my, I'm looking at Facebook comments is why I'm on my phone. I'm not being rude. I'm trying to answer everyone's questions here, which is kind of hard to do. All right. Okay. Yeah, for those of you just joining, Summer, thank you for that. I got to remind myself that people come and go on these. So let's go back. Oh, no. I'm going to save this as so I can come back to it easily. Our weather graphics software is great, super helpful. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Okay, let's take a broad look. Broad look here at our viewing area. Got Kansas City. Got storms coming in from the west, marching through the Flint Hills. They've been slowly coming through. There are severe thunderstorm warnings on them, and even a tornado warning right now in southern Osage County. That would be right near Melbourne Lake and just near I-35. So if you are traveling southwest on 35 for any reason, or west on 70, no, do not. Plan another route or wait until tomorrow morning. These are really strong storms, and you will find yourself in not a fun situation. A lot of lightning, really heavy rain, and of course now we have some strong winds and even some rotation. Excuse me. So the Kansas City Metro is still dry, but these warnings are, or these storms are picking up a little bit. They're becoming a bit more progressive, coming in from the west to east. And so we would be concerned about strong wind gusts, some hail, and then also heavy rain, lightning, and then there is a little bit of rotation, specifically, obviously, in the tornado warning. So not in our viewing area, tornado warning, just out of reach, but we have a lot of people traveling and, out and about, lakes, whatever it may be. So if we can get people aware of the situation, that is my goal. So all this is marching east around 40. I mentioned that. So no warnings in the Kansas City metro, but those of you out west, so we're talking Azura Amphitheater, we're talking Bonner Springs, the Legends, Lawrence, out to Lawrence, Eudora, maybe even next, kind of our western communities. Please be ready. This is no tornado warning, but some gusty winds and really strong, noisy thunderstorms coming in. You probably have noticed it's really ominous looking, and there's a lot of lightning out west. Let me look at our. I love showing this Lawrence camera. All right, let's see. So this is looking from the Oread west out of Lawrence, just to show you, illustrate how much lightning there is. I know it's still off in the distance a little bit, but it's encroaching in western Lawrence right now, and there's a lot of lightning. This is still a very dangerous thunderstorm, especially for people outside or people camping. Just an incredible light show. So all of this lightning, to me as a meteorologist, is a really good sign this thunderstorm is very strong. It's a good sign that there's not a lot of weakening. It's a good sign that it's breathing and healthy. So I don't expect to see a huge weakening trend right now. Hopefully soon, but at the moment, this is a strong storm and will likely continue through Lawrence with gusty winds and even some small hail and frequent lightning, heavy rain. Let's look at radar again. Just take you through some of the warnings we have in place right now. I'll start up north. Northwest Missouri, Atchison County, Holt County, near Mound City, Maryville, be ready, Nottoway County. No warnings on this, but if I switch the lightning product on, you've got a lot of lightning and pretty strong thunderstorm up there that is strengthening. Again, no warning, Northwest Missouri, but just know I didn't forget about you. You do have a strong thunderstorm. Got some rain that developed, more just stratiform rain. This is a little more persistent. This would really reduce your severe threat if you're seeing this steady rain. This is north of Kansas City. The airport had a little bit. Edgerton, Missouri, Cameron, Lawson, up to Chillicothe. This is just more stratiform, persistent rain. This should help your severe risk go down in that part of the viewing area. Okay, interesting. So let's look at these. I'm going to continue to march. I got a gnat in here. It's driving me crazy. I got a text meteorologist Melissa Meter back real quick. She's working tomorrow morning where she's making sure I don't need any help. Very nice for her to ask. Okay, so it's just me this evening. All right, so this warning specifically, let's take a look at it. It's southern Jefferson, northern Douglas. This does include the Clinton Lake area. Let's put the lightning product back on. Again, so much lightning you can't even see the towns and municipalities. So we'll take that back off. Just know that there's so much associated with this storm, and that means it's healthy and likely going to stay strong for a while. So this severe thunderstorm warning for Douglas County and Jefferson counties until 9:15. 60-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail will be the big concerns there with that specific thunderstorm. Let's travel south a little bit. Those of you in southern Douglas, you are not in a severe thunderstorm warning, including Baldwin City on Highway 59 there all the way to Ottawa. You are not in, right now, a severe thunderstorm warning, but still some noisy cell coming your way. All right, let's take a look at this new severe thunderstorm warning. This was an extension of what was a tornado warning, and they went ahead and decided to extend it as just a severe thunderstorm warning, which is awesome, great news. Maybe seeing signs of the rotation starting to weaken. However, they're still going to throw this considerable tag on here. So those of you in Williamsburg, south of Pomona there, kind of the southern part of Ottawa, right on the I-35 there, you're included in this specific warning. Just west of Princeton in the southwest corner of Franklin County. This is until 9:45. It's moving east a little slower at 25 miles per hour. They're going to go ahead and warn it for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and also ping pong ball size hail. So that's what this warning is for. Thankfully, they didn't extend it as a tornado warning. That's a great sign. If you go back over here, let's take a look at the actual velocity here. Yeah, there's still some really good rotation probably in the parent thunderstorm. It's real broad, but I'm seeing strong signs of a couplet there. But there's probably spotters on this, and they are not seeing any lowering right now, which is a good sign. And there's also, as we start to get away from the radar a little bit, the radar scans up just a little bit, and so this could be scanning the bottom of the thunderstorm. There might be a wall cloud or might be a funnel. I would assume probably no funnel. But again, was not extended as a tornado warning. As of now, that doesn't mean that it can't tighten up quickly, though, because this storm that's rolling through southern parts of Osage County right now near Melbourne Lake, over Olivet, near I-35. This was on the ground as a tornado earlier, but it is not right now. So we will keep a very close eye on that, close tabs on that. Lots of questions about the Kansas City Metro. Let's track this. So right now, this storm that's going through Lawrence as we speak is strong. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Let me double-check that that's correct. So I know it's for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail, so that's good. Smaller than quarter. So this is tracking to the east at 45 now. So let's put a track on that. Who would be impacted next? This is going to be not on speed 70, no, 45. Okay, so let's just draw the outer. I don't like that track, actually. Okay, let's just go mainly east around. Let's drag it out 30 miles. Ish. This is rough, but it's at least a good estimate here. All right, so this puts those of you near Venlin, maybe a little municipality there, east of Lawrence, southeast of Lawrence, in a little neighborhood, at 9. So now. Eudora in the next 7, 8, 10 minutes-ish. And then Linwood, 9 and 11. Linwood, Kansas here. DeSoto, 9:16. Gardner, 9:19. Olathe, 9:26. So that gives the heart of Johnson County and the heart of Olathe probably another 30-ish, 25, 30 minutes. And Lake Covira, Shawnee, so western communities here in the next 30 to 45 minutes would be when we could see some of these impacts. Best case scenario, I'm in front of this, I'm sorry. Let me move. There's a look at your timing here. So best case scenario, this starts to weaken. Right now, I'm not thinking that's going to happen just because of, it's a strong thunderstorm. It's been strong. It's staying strong. It's so much lightning and really heavy rain. And so it's doing well at the moment. Let me check this back off. And we'll animate that. Okay, so coming in from the west, moving through the heart of Lawrence right now. Lawrence, hopefully just a really noisy thunderstorm for you. But I know we have a lot of friends out at Bonner Springs, Azura Amphitheater. There will be lightning coming in from the west. If you didn't already hear the thunder, you probably will hear shortly. Likely best that they get a plan ready to go. And if they're not already evacuating Azura, I think they need to. Just... Even if it's not severe, some generic thunderstorms are pushing in from the west to the Bonner Springs area. Oh, looks. See if Country Stampede. That's funny. It just popped up on my phone. Nope, no updates just yet from them on their social media pages, but okay. So everybody be ready. And Kansas City Metro, this is coming in from west to east, basically riding down I-70. And I want everyone in the Kansas City area to be prepared to have some thunderstorms, especially along 70 and south. That's a look where I think the environment's a little bit better. And with this cluster specifically. And then you've got this. Oh, this is a new warning in northwest Missouri. So Atchison, North Holt, and western Nottoway County. Maryville, you're not included in this just yet, but you could be here shortly. Let me get the update on this. 60-mile-per-hour and quarter-size hail would be the warning on that specific cell. So northern Nottoway County, be ready. And that is the update that I have for you. It's 9:02. I'm going to jump off quick and check through some stuff, look at some new data. We do have this strong thunderstorm, again, coming in from the west. It's a cluster right now, lots of lightning, heavy rain, and gusty winds. This is going to push from west to east. Those of you in northern Anderson and the heart of Franklin County, be ready for a strong thunderstorm. This part of the storm that's diving southeast a little bit, that could have some rotation. So it needs to be watched into now western parts of Franklin County and northwestern Anderson. Just there's no tornado warning right now, but it is worth watching. I don't see a whole lot of rotation with this specific cell that's moving through Lawrence right now. Just some strong straight line winds and heavy rain and frequent lightning. All right, there's your update. I'm going to jump off for now, regroup, and if I have any new information or as these storms start coming to the metro, if they stay severe, I'll walk you through that, and I will try to keep an eye on some questions for you. Again, Meteorologist Warren Sears here. If you want to try to find me on social media, easy to do, Twitter and X. I'll try to keep an eye on any questions that you have. All right, I will see you, if I don't jump back on Facebook Live or streaming, I will see you at 10 on KCTV, and I'm going to leave you with a very stormy Lawrence right now looking west from the Oread. It's definitely getting after it right now.